Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Video 3. I'm filming this the same day as my last video. It's not that I live in my Super Mario gear. Today I'm going to be doing chevrons. It's a super simple technique but super effective. So let's get started.
The first thing you want to do is clean your piece. Here I'm using sugar soap and then leaving it for a couple of minutes and then wiping it away with a damp cloth. Next you need to scuff your piece with sandpaper just to ensure that the primer sticks to the piece well. Next you should mask off any areas that you don't want to get paint on. Next I apply a primer. Here I'm using Deltec Aqua from Carlo Paint Tub, and I apply that anywhere that I want to paint later. Next I'm going in with my base colour. Here I've chosen a light pink. The other colour I'm going to use is a dark green, so they're quite different colours, so it's important to get a sharp line when doing the chevrons. After allowing the pink to dry, it's now time to mark out your measurements. First you'll need to mark a line down the centre of the tray. I'm using a paintbrush here because I've lost my ruler, so please ignore the various things that I use instead of a ruler. We're going to create our first chevron here. This is super hard to explain, so I hope I explain it well. But you bring one piece of tape in the angle you want it to the center line. Then you mark from that to the other side of the tray and do the same angle there. This allows you to create a triangle shape. So the two angles at the base of this triangle are the same, and then the tip is just meeting at the same place. Because we want to create an even pattern that repeats itself, we have to get the same angle the next chevron. So I'm using tape as a spacer to create the exact same chevron over to the next. So then at the end we're just going to cut off the excess and we're going to have the same chevron repeated. The hardest parts to this pattern are actually the first chevron, because obviously that's fiddly to get both angles the same, but also all of the corners where they are cut off chevrons. That's very difficult to get, but that's just trial and error and just sort of allowing it to be as fiddly as it needs to be and just working with it. So here I'm cutting off the excess using a ruler and a little hobby knife. Once you've perfected your design, just push all of the tape down and ensure it's stuck well, and then I'm going to seal the edges by painting over the tape using the pink colour. This will ensure that anything that leaks in is just pink and not the dark colour that I'm now putting on top. Each layer in between I obviously let dry. While the paint is still wet, remove your masking tape carefully, keeping as close to the object as possible. There weren't many tape bleeds on this piece because I sealed the tape with the background colour, but any I did see I touched up with a small paintbrush. And this is the end result.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you found it useful, and if you do try it out at home, make sure you tag me. So until next time, I'll see you then. Have a good weekend. Good weekend. Who knows when I'm pressing this? And I gotta hate myself. Okay. Hi guys, today we're going to be doing chevrons. No. I'm creating these things that you can create at home. Everybody knows you can create these at home. Okay. Who am I?